Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your time listening to this video and listening to me do what it is that I'm doing. And I'm not exactly sure what it is I am doing, except for just being me and putting myself out there. Stop by often. I tend to post a lot and update a lot. If you got any comments, leave a comment. If you got any questions, leave your question. Leave an idea, leave a topic, and I'll rhyme about it. I'll talk about it. If you spend some time here looking at the videos, you'll understand that it's just for shits and giggles. There may be a message here, and you take from it what you will. Just being who I am. Thanks, man. A voting, TBTW, and shit and rainbows.
I know I asked a question earlier. The energy within a neuron transmitter that fires up the neuron within your brain, with inside our body, there's warmth, there's heat created. And you have to wonder if inside this brain of ours, if there is not a source of light happening as that. And it's not just happening like, oh my goodness, happening now. It's happening every moment that you're alive. And so many are transmitting this energy at one time that you'd have to, if we're measuring heat and we're sensing the heat with our hospital machines, then within the mind, within the brain, within that dark enclosure, it is quite possible that the cells themselves are perceiving a light, unlike the light that enters in through our senses. When you look into the science of how we actually see, it just blows your mind when you realize that everything that you see in front of you is just a reflection of light. We're not solid. But with our eyesight, from this distance and from the very real solid feel that the sense feels, it tricks the mind into thinking that this is real. Reality is what you see and are experiencing right now. And that anything outside of this reality doesn't really exist. Well, when you trace back the energy of what you are right now, what I am right now, what is inside all of this life, this same energy that's allowing life to exist in this moment, when you bring that back to the Big Bang even, it all began then, right at that moment when everything that was maybe at one time separate, we don't know. We weren't there. And we have all these theories and ideas and thoughts about where it is we might have been. And this, you know, you talk about God and this source of this one energy at one time that was once one thing. And when the energy come together, before it expanded to become what is now us. It was like that. Everything in life at one point that you see now, even the stars in the space, everything at one point was all compressed into one living organism. It was all right there. When you look at it like that, and then you think about ourselves and how even my life began, your life began, you were one organism. You were, when the sperm met the egg, and the Big Bang theory, there's a Big Bang. Look at the life and the expansion of life ever since that moment. You know? And how that began? A single cell, in order to live, split in two. And the rest is history. Because I am here and you are here. And at one point, everything was at that moment where everything was one. And it's that energy that you've got to acknowledge. It's real, but then let it go. You get stuck in that moment and that wow of the reality when you think of how things may be. It's just amazing. It is simply amazing. It's awesome. It's comforting knowing that such an energy exists, and even the great mind like Albert Einstein is quoted as saying, "We are limited in knowing all that there is to know and sense in this life around you." And let that ground you. Come back to the science, to the, wow, okay, so this moment is real. And that craziness and those thoughts, those are real. How we're connected and how we relate, or quite possibly, I'll concede, I'll let those opposite to my view exist that say, no, we are not anything more than what we are right now as a species. Fine, man. How you get in touch with the species is still up here. It's still this energy here. And when this energy here matches this energy here, and we find a way to go in between and see and feel what there is to be seen and can be felt, and bring it into this moment of now that we're living. As I wake up and I will go to work tomorrow, and will have to exist in this system as it is. But know that I exist in a way where I think outside of this system to maybe bring about a change within a system that I am existing within. If that makes sense to any of you. We got to outthink the thinkers that think they are thinking they have us. That they put what you want to put on TV. Put what you want to put in the paper. Put what you want to put anywhere that you consider mainstream. You have YouTube and Facebook and so many other networks of global communities allowing people to see, this is how I am here. These are my thoughts here. I just want to exist and live and be free, and in a way that doesn't hinder or oppress the way you're being allowed to live.
This is one of those poems that I woke up in the middle of the night and just had to write out, or else I couldn't fall back to sleep. Take from it what you will. It felt like a message I needed to write down, and I titled it "Miss You." Heard your voice last night as I was drifting to sleep. I made a promise to live on and not feel sorrow and weep. As I woke, I rolled over and reached out as if you're here. And I jolted myself back into the reality, quietly wiping my tear. Not a day goes by that a memory of you does not pass. I've kept my promise to you to live on and let go of the past. It is what I would want you to do if it were you still here. The other night, in my sleep, you were whispering in my ear. My intellectual mind says it's only my memories of you. And I ponder about love in my spirit, questioning if it's true. Grasp this if you can, please. Remember, our spirit has no form. Our spirit is nothing like what you and I consider the norm. Our spirit is our gift from who created us all. The spirit feels love. It's our connection. It helps when we fall. Don't take my word for it. Close your eyes. What do you feel? Remember all the love in your life. These feelings are real. When your intellect is at rest, your spirit is free to roam. Your spirit feels the love as it reconnects to the spirits back home. So in your dream state, when you feel or a whisper you did hear, quietly whisper back, "I love you." To your love, it feels good to have you near.
This one kind of come to me in the middle of the night, woke up and I had to write it out, and this is it. Heard your voice last night as I was drifting to sleep. I made a promise to live on and not feel sorrow and weep. As I woke, I rolled over and reached as if you're here. And I jolted myself back into reality, quietly wiping the tear. And not a day goes by that a memory of you does not pass. I've kept my promise to you to live on and let go of the past. And it is what I would want you to do if it was you that were still here. The other night in my sleep, you were whispering in my ear. My intellectual mind says, it's only my memories of you. And I ponder about love in my spirit, questioning if it's true. And grasp this if you can. Please remember, our spirit has no form. The spirit is nothing like what you and I consider the norm. Our spirit is our gift from the divine who created us all. The spirit feels love. It is our connection, and it helps when we fall. So don't take my word for it. Close your eyes, and what do you feel? Remember all the love in your life. These feelings are real. And when your intellect is at rest, your spirit is free to roam. And your spirit feels the love as it reconnects the spirits back home. So in your dream state, when you feel or a whisper you did hear, quietly whisper back, "I love you too, my love. It feels good to have you near."
time when you are open and free and able to listen, and not only to me, because this isn't what it's about. It's not about opening up a line of communication between me and you. It's not even me being able to open up a line of communication within you. This is me knowing about this line of communication that I know you have within you. I'm just telling you about it, man. That's it. You choose if you have it or not. I guess that's how it goes. It's what nobody knows, really. So just enjoy and live and be free and love this life that we are all a part of, and try to place a spin or place a view that helps you move on, because it's one thing I've learned. Love wants you to live. Life needs you to live. Everybody, let's just get along. This is RJB, and again, you're listening to Poetry in Motion.
of thought. Life has always been about expanding, evolving the conscious life energy which flows through the shell. And if it wasn't, life sure as hell better figure this out real fucking quick, because that is what our life means. A spiritual evolution. No bullshit. Just understand the life energy that is flowing in through every breath and out with every thought. We are destroying this planet like a parasite, in a large part because people allow our established systems of control to operate, even when our brothers and sisters that also share in this experience of life are more enslaved to the system than you or I have ever experienced. The tipping point to humanity's fall is when the people lost control of their systems that they established for control. And at one point in history, we can date this back to is when the U.S. signed away everything to the created Federal Reserve, which it's a privatized and created and controlled banking system that we're all subject to. And that's where the control was lost. Really early on in this capitalistic venture that life has taken. And now you think of us as like the human shell of us, and you want to go that route. When an organism that multiplies into billions and consumes such large parts of the planet, don't you think the organism with billions to manage should be managed with the intentions of moving all forward at the same level to give a more balanced opportunity to the billions of conscious organisms to choose from? Our established systems of control perhaps had these intentions at one point, but it's quite obvious not anymore. And life is, as we awaken to this, life is tipping itself back into balance. Us alive now get to react to life and inject as much unconditional love into our thoughts and actions. And we will create a more effective and efficient balance point. And time will tell, brothers and sisters. Later, Gator. I'm going to read from my book tonight, the poem Pressed. Press for control and raise that price. I am onto the game. It is not nice. Push the people to their love-hate brink. Wake the motherfuckers up to think. Cause you know you messed the messed up mess some more. And you saw how JFK and MLK were shown the door. The minds that did this showing have no strength of wit. To kill such men of character requires one to be an egotistical dipshit. These dipshits can't stand up and admit guilt, as if they did. This regulated pressure-filled life would lose its cracked lid. So they will push you into the streets like Egypt. They want you to remain unaware of how you're an extra in their script. The controlling mind knows that the more humanity blindly forges ahead, the easier, more population-controlled blood can be shed. Time can run out for your chance to love, but it's never too late to stop your hate. Even easier still to rip off their controlling hand. But past your eyes, there is only one land. And realize the mind of control wants this change. They will keep pushing until there's Egypt-style reform and chaos within range. Maybe you don't know or are unaware. They provide the problem to create a need for care. what they provide and hope to steer you blindly along, all comfortable with your gossip mag and iPod blasting song. We all smell the shit, we ate the bait. This life, we create. Take us now and add the real truth of our past. Join forces to create a humanitarian policy that don't suck ass. In either way, take a moment to reflect on how life does turn. It will be the love you leave behind that will burn. I marvel at the ocean, with all the different species living without war. I feel with my being, and I sense as below so above, then I feel a bit more. In the ocean there lives an abundance of life just happy to exist. How is this so? Is a question in my mind I find very hard to resist. What is it about the ocean life below that is so different than life above? I've witnessed with my eyes as the ocean creatures show signs of love. Then it hit me. I've never witnessed an ocean creature give the source of life a name. These creatures live with a sense that they know they're different, but still the same. These creatures are aware of the basic survival requirements to live. There is no exchange of favors or money. It is knowledge of life that they give. The creature is able to come and go within the water and roam as it may wish. They are very aware of the dangers around them and the stronger fish. Now I ask myself, which is the more intelligent species living in this life? Is it the nature in the ocean living naturally, or is it the human above living with strife? I wonder, can the humans see the light in the depths of the ocean where there is no sun? Let's ask that again. Can the human see the light in the depths of the ocean where there is no sun? Can the human see the natural order of wisdom brought to them while life is on the run? The saying, as above, so below, suggests a balance within life like that of the yin and yang. Can a human observe the wisdom below to balance the life above, awakening the insane? Does the human choose not to see that how they live does not bring balance and peace? Really, are we choosing not to see that? Do the humans not want to live in a time where the wars and destruction will cease to exist? And as I think about the balance of life, the signs within life to understand and to be perceived, I have to wonder if the creatures below us in the ocean look up and feel joyously relieved. And if you're reading this and you are thinking that I would rather go live with the fish in the sea, you're missing the point. I envy the aquatic life with no rules that are able to just live and be me. In the depths of the darkest ocean where light does not penetrate, a human can gain wisdom in life about how to live without hate. And that was Aquatic Angel. Scream and yell, bitch and moan, I still wake up to pay off this loan, living and creating a rat race, an illusion of a human face, so much depth and sight and sound, that it spins the surface dweller round. Then they hit rock bottom and wonder what got them, and now they be feeling confused and alone, the flavor of life picked clean off their bone, or so they feel, as they can only see the surface. Now see the surface, come on, see the surface. Look deeper, you're not disturbing us. That's it. You see my arms wave in the depth of your gaze. Now look up, you still feel me on the surface of your haze. Stop the spinning confusion, a surface dweller no more. See for the first time, your life built surrounded with our cosmic shore. Now ask yourself, what am I here to do? Simply share your view, and I decide how to react to what I am shown. Knowing full well, we are not fully grown. Watch how this life sings, off key and out of tune. So I add my frequency of energy to the life mix, knowing when I'm gone, I can still deliver some kicks. And that's the title, Kicks. Let's see. Healthy attitude. Why worry about your shape, muscle, and fat? So much more to life to worry about than that. Eat healthy, live active, be honest and wise. And this body is a shell, our souls in disguise.
My name is Robert James Bouchard, or simply, RJB. If you have come to know me through my writing and my attempts to share my inner peace, I have found a peace within. Please share this video. It will be the shared energy that relates to the message, that shall create a current of energy welcoming all. The hope is for people to transform our governing forces, to look within to the people, living amongst other life energies within the energy of life as family. Expect strong voices unafraid to share exactly what they feel in the moment, or share what it feels like from reflecting on past moments, or past moments that feel like you're watching them for the first time, but with a new view from the moment of life you are living right now, or perhaps just recently experienced a moment that will forever change you. With my writing, I share with you how I went from a man that would have ended his life had he owned a gun, to instantly feeling and knowing the energy of life that I am that feels life. That now writes to share his view about LOVE, life's only vital essence. You can view for free at www.bluecollarrjb.blogspot.com. Or you may purchase the book Awaken My Angels online at www.page233bookstore.com. You can also like and share RJB on Facebook. Thank you. The following poem is titled, Honesty. Words are just words, actions mean more. Love can guide you to heaven's door. Mock me and laugh, but I dare you to try. Speak how you feel, no need to be shy. Remember to have fun and simply live life for shits and giggles. You are the key to change, that opens new doors.